Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Pop Retro, that's Pop Retro 1 at Instagram and Twitter, facebook.com/PopRetro1. That's where you can find me on social media. Popping in today to share with you some recent additions to my library from Mill Creek Entertainment. I've got 3 Blu-rays and 2 DVDs to share. These are all new releases or, recent releases within the past couple months, released by Mill Creek and distributed by Mill Creek. One of these is I guess not Mill Creek release, but it is distributed by Mill Creek. So first up, we've got the first of the 3 Psycho movies on Blu-ray is The Fan from 1996. Snipes, DeNiro. What does it say? All fans have a favorite player. This one has a favorite target. Now this came out in 1996. I was in college, and I was a college baseball player, and I loved Major League, which starred Wesley Snipes. He was Willie Mays Hayes in Major League. So I remember wanting to watch this just for that. But of course, this movie is about a deranged fan who likes his favorite player just a little bit too much. So there's a look at the back of the VHS-inspired slipcover that Mill Creek puts on some of their 80s and 90s releases, which is kind of cool. A little throwback to the VHS era, the rental era. So let's open it up. Not doing reviews here, just a little show and tell. So take a look at the disc inside and see if there's anything like reversible art. Usually there's not for these, just releasing the catalog titles. So there it is, The Fan on Blu-ray. My first time owning The Fan on disc, so it's going to be fun for me to revisit this. Up next, Psycho Blu-ray release number 2 from Mill Creek this month. It is Fear. Mark Walberg, Reese Witherspoon also came out in 1996, and this was another one that I watched in college. And kind of getting in right in the thick of that thriller era, the erotic thriller era that, Basic Instinct made so popular in the 90s. It had been going since the late 80s, but Basic Instinct was still in the air, I think, when a lot of these movies were conceived. So let's open this one up. Do it on camera so you can see how this shrink wrap is such a formidable opponent. I gotta take my instrument of destruction and get another little cut in there. This particular piece of shrink wrap is very adhesive. Yeah. When it heat sinks to the edge, I always hated that, and so you got that residue that just stays on there on the edge. I always try to pick it off, and it just doesn't come off very clean. And this one's, man, the shrink wrap on this one, if you were trying to steal the disc out of the Walmart on this one, good luck. Here's a look at the inside. Blu-ray of Fear. Now I should mention that, put it back in its slip, that Mill Creek also several months back released Fear on a double feature with another Mark Walberg movie called Contraband. So that's 2 options for you if you want to pick up Fear. So, and if you want Contraband also, well, there you go, double feature. Okay, up next, the 3rd and final Blu-ray, another Psycho, but a Psycho of a different kind. And this is Problem Child. 1990. I was a freshman in high school in 1990, and I remember, I think we must have watched this a million times because it was always playing. It was either on TV or we had it videotaped or we had the VHS of it or something. Because my little siblings, who were younger than me, just loved it and were always watching Problem Child. So this again will also be a fun one to revisit, and I'm sure it will be. I'm sure there will be some inappropriate stuff that happens because it's a 1990 movie, which for me is a lot of the fun of rewatching some of these movies, that all the stuff that seemed normal back then that you know, people really throw their hands up in the air about now, you know, so you can turn the clock back and watch it again and check it out. There it is without the slip. There he is, the devil child. I think one of the lines in the movie, John Ritter, I think he says something like, "We've adopted Satan." So there you go. There's a look at the disc art. Now this poster art, if I remember right, the movie that came out the same year or maybe in 1989, but right around the same time, the movie Parenthood, which 2 TV series later on were based on, has like literally the same artwork as Problem Child, which always stuck in my mind for some reason. So there you have it, Problem Child. Ain't no problem with this Blu-ray disc. Well, hopefully. I should also mention, just like the last one, that Mill Creek has issued a DVD of Problem Child in the past, which also includes Problem Child 2. I'm unaware if this came out as a Blu-ray release as well. I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked it up. But at any rate, if you want a double feature, you want Problem Child 2 also, there is a DVD edition along with that. Did I look at the disc? Yeah, I did. All right, up next we got 2 DVDs. Up first, An Unlikely Angel. Now, this is something I've never heard of, and this is a 2022 film, according to the copyright date on the back, from Pinnacle Peak Pictures. So I expect a family-friendly affair, sort of like maybe your typical like Hallmark-style movie on this one. But I like the synopsis. Successful, married, and very pregnant, Janie is about to have it all. Career, family, success, when she is blindsided by a semi-truck and wakes up 7 years in the future where, quote, have it all is not what she expected. So there you go. That sounds more fun, more fun than I thought it might be. So let's open this baby up. Be consistent with the taking off of the shrink wrap. There we go. An Unlikely Angel. Jillian Murray, Aaron Meese, Sam J. Jones. There's a look at the disc on the inside. And finally, from our friends at Imagicomm Entertainment and INSP Films, distributed by Mill Creek Entertainment, we've got the third movie in the series of Tom Wopat action thrillers, County Line. This one is County Line, No Fear. So this one has Wopat, Kelsey Crane, Denise Richards, Casper Van Dien, and Patricia Richardson. Did I say Denise Richards? I meant Denham Richards, because it's hard to read what that says. Does it say Denise Richards? Is really there? All right. Let's open this baby up. What's fun about these movies, the County Line movies, is it's like Tom Wopat's. Remember Jesse Stone, the Jesse Stone movies, which were Tom Selleck movies from the 1990s. After he'd finished Magnum P.I., he did this TV movie, Jesse Stone. Is that what it was called, the first one? I can't remember. But his character's name was Jesse Stone. And it wound up being like this series of like 8 or 9 or 10 movies that he did over that whole course of the 90s, maybe even into the 2000s. My mom loves them. She has all of them on DVDs. But that's what this reminds me of. Just sort of an old school actor carrying on, and now he's got his own little niche and series. So this is County Line, No Fear, came out in 2022. There's a look at the back. So far in the County Line series, there are 3 movies, of which this is the third. And these are the first 2, County Line and County Line All In. So there you go, the complete County Line series on DVD from Imagicomm Entertainment, INSP Films, and Mill Creek Entertainment. And that's going to wrap it up. Those are the 5 films, 3 Blu-rays, 2 DVDs. And there's a look at those VHS slipcovers again, which are really pretty cool. I'm not a big slipcover person, but I do like that little touch. So, hey, thanks for checking in with this video. I will be back soon, before you know it, with some more haul videos and reviews, and I will see you then.